the election of, well, not election of, the primary win of Mamdani over in New York City has a bunch of developers very, very scared. I was about to use a term, go into the bathroom in their pants, but I don't know if that's appropriate for television. Developers horrified at this, mostly because he has said, we're going to cap rent, which any economic person that has passed 11th grade could tell you, oh, well, you're going to restrict supply. How is that going to make rent go down? But I don't know if that factors into Mamdani's plan there. Mike, how is this going to affect New York City? You know, big developers saying we're out, and that's not talking even about the grocery store guys. Several of the other financiers. It seems like it's a big problem for them.
Yeah, so if you are a owner of a grocery store, why would you operate in New York City? They're going to have government-owned grocery stores.
Yeah.
So the politicians are going to control the supply of the food to the people. What could go wrong? We've never seen anything like that in history before. And then also there seems to be, Mamdani ran on taxing people in whiter areas in the city more. So what does that mean exactly? There's going to be a ethnic cleansing of sorts in New York City. They want white people to leave the city. It's a bizarre thing. So between those two factors of saying we're going to tax whiter areas more and we're going to take control of the grocery system, I think that this city, if Mamdani gets in, and now I think it is about a 50-50 chance because there is talk about Eric Adams' independent bid gaining steam. But if Mamdani gets in, this city is done for. You know, New York City used to be a city that elected moderates. Rudy Giuliani was the mayor not long ago, then Mike Bloomberg. Then we went off the cliff with de Blasio. We got it back a little bit with more of a moderate in Adams. And then Mamdani represents the worst of the worst. And that's because Andrew Cuomo ran possibly the worst campaign ever. He's a disgrace. As an Italian, he's a disgrace to Italians. We don't claim him. Ran the worst campaign ever. And he's about to ruin New York City because of it.
I was going to say, yeah, the only problem with the whole campaign there is it was against Andrew Cuomo. Like, all right, can you find literally anybody else better? Kendall, there's a huge irony here with the whole rent capping thing. In 2019, there was a rent control cap on stabilized units, and because of that rent control cap, it's projected to cost the city $2 billion in tax revenue. In other words, if you cap rent, like, not only does that restrict supply, it also limits your tax revenue, which you need a lot of to do all the socialist things that he wants to do. What is going through the minds of New Yorkers here that they're putting this guy into office, supposedly, maybe?
I think New Yorkers love it. I think New Yorkers are a completely different breed. I think New Yorkers love it. I feel like I should do this whole segment in a New York accent. I mean, it's ridiculous. This is what they're voting for. This is what they asked for, and yet we're surprised by it. Yeah, I mean, we have this is like a communist running society that, like, let them. I feel like that's such a popular phrase right now. Let them run it into the ground. And this is a perfect commercial for Republicans to say, let's not do that. Let's not run our city that way. New York used to be beautiful. People used to love to visit there. I mean, you know, Alicia Keys wrote songs about New York, and it's nasty now. It's gross. And I think it's interesting. Mike said the whole, you know, it used to be tax the rich. Now they're like, tax the whites. I don't know if it's an insult or not. Are they coming for us because I mean, again, here comes Kendall. I sound so racist, but I'm like, why are they coming after the whites? Is it because we do have more money? Because we're busy working? I don't know. Don't live in New York. Everybody flee New York.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see there. And that Alicia Keys song, if you've ever walked across the Brooklyn Bridge anytime past 9 a.m., you hear it quite a bit there.